Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Alec and I am a Jamaican immigrant who 3.5 years ago started the process to immigrate here to the United States. I went the route of the K1 visa because I got married 2 years ago to my husband, Brian, who I share this channel with here. Sorry, you guys probably heard the footsteps of the dog in the background. Thank you. Yes, so we got married 2 years ago, after which I applied for my work visa, my travel permit, as well as my adjustment of status. 2 long years later, because we did that in August of 2022, and now this is August of 2024. For those of you who are familiar with our story, quite a number of you over the last couple of weeks have been asking, what's the update? Have you heard back? Have you gotten through with immigration? Many people probably think that I had gotten through a long time ago because we just haven't spoken about it, but it's because we didn't have anything solid to share. The last that we would have shared any at all about the immigration journey is when I did get through with my work permit and my travel permit, which was last year, May. So this is now a year and some change later. Anyhow, we did get communication from USCIS last year, November. And since then, we've been making a video diary of our journey leading up to now. So if that's something that you would like to see, stick around and play the rest of the video. Hey guys, so I got a letter from USCIS a couple of weeks ago, request for evidence. I thought that it was a notification to say that I had just been approved and I didn't need to submit any evidence for the green card, but alas, evidence. And this is a whole year and something after being married, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, so I finally got all the documents that they required, which we'll probably talk about another time, but I'm about to submit. And they said once I do this, then I would have gotten a response within 2 months, which is kind of nerve-wracking. Like, I don't see why it shouldn't go through, but because we've been doing this process on our own, it's just, this is kind of, my life in somebody else's hands. So yeah, it's just always nerve-wracking. You go over all the documents several times. Yeah, because you don't want to mess up. We're not lawyers, but we decided to do this process ourselves. But yeah, let me go ahead and click submit evidence. Yes, submit response. You only have one opportunity. It's gone. So, wish me luck, and we'll let you know what happens. Hello guys. So just a little update since I would have last showed you when I submitted my evidence for my green card. Just to give you a little bit of backstory in case you're new to the journey that it is that we've been sharing with my immigration. When it is that we filed for a K1 visa originally, when we did file for that K1 visa, all of the communication that we would have received from USCIS was always through the mail. So between then and me also submitting my application to turn everything to me being a permanent resident, everything used to come physically in the mail, and I didn't really used to get updates or electronic updates, so I used to be going to the mailbox every day. Thankfully, since it is that I've submitted to adjust my status, I now get all my updates online, which I think is a blessing and a curse all at the same time. To know that it is so much at my fingertips has been amazing, but then it also, when I get in the mood of like, no man, this is taking too long, I find myself going on and logging on every other day, just trying to see if there's an update. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a frustrating process. We submitted our documents. We're in now February of 2024. We submitted the adjustment of status in 2022 in August. So that's September, October, November, December, January, February. So that's literally a year and a half ago, which it already took us a year and a half to actually get through the K1 visa. So as it stands, my immigration process has now been 3 years. And still patiently waiting. The frustrating part is that even being online, they'll give you a time period that the decision will be made, and then you log on 2 weeks later and the time period has extended. Then you log on again a week later and the time period has shortened, and then you come back again and it's long again. So yeah, just currently dealing with that disappointment. And the reality is that it hasn't really stopped me from doing much, but because I know that it is so close to the end, even though I've been told that I don't have to, I've been holding back from traveling, but to traveling anywhere, frankly, international, just because I don't want that something changes while it is that I'm away, and then there's any potential issues. Like, I already have so much anxiety that this situation has not helped at all. Luckily, I've been able to work through a lot of the anxiety issues that I feel like were worsened by the beginning part of this process. But yeah, I think I just do whatever it is that I can do within my control to make sure that mentally I'm still in it for the haul, seeing this process through to the end. I know that we're close to the end, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it is a little frustrating. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like when I check all the time, and the part that is really the issue of frustration for me. So when I logged in January, like first week of January, this was saying 2 weeks or 3 weeks. This was saying 3 weeks, and then I saw it go down to 2 weeks. So I was super happy, and that was like beginning of January. So now I log in the end of January, this turns to 2 months. We are now like in the middle of February. This is now 2 months again. It had gone down to like 1 month last week, and now back to 2 months. But then you say estimated time until your current step is completed, 4 weeks. So it really is, as you can see, a lot of cause for confusion. But as I said, I'm comforted by the fact that, I can still work. If I really, really needed to, I could still travel. So, I just want, though, that I can say I'm a permanent resident. Because right now, when I go to certain places, it's really a technicality. It's like, are you a permanent resident? And if I say yes, it's like, where's your green card? And be like, oh, I have this. And it's like, no, but where's your green card? So, I just want to not be in limbo anymore. And I think that that's fair. We've gone through the process. We've done everything that we need to do. I mean, I don't know what more proof they need to know if it is that we are actually legitimately married, still together. It's all out there. So, yeah, again, just bringing you guys along for this part of the journey. If it is that you have been through a green card process or know anybody that has, and yeah, share in the comments, like, how long did it take? Because yeah, your boy would really like to know. But see y'all when I have more news. Guys, so of course, we get notices in the mail or about the mail. And so we saw that something else came from USCIS. So I know that the mail person just left a while ago. So I raced downstairs to get it. So I'm gonna head back upstairs and open this baby up. Yeah, so something else here from USCIS. The last thing that I would have done, they requested evidence to be able to make a decision on the case. And as you would have known, like, we've been going back and forth with the timeline. So This is so frustrating, man. So they're asking for more evidence. I mean, I would have the last time like provided a bunch of pictures, any kind of joint accounts that we have, all that information, my insurance information, which, you know, is also through Brian, so he's on that too. But it looks like they did not request a medical examination from me. I would have had to do a medical examination when it is that I applied for the K1 visa to be able to be up here in the first place. But because of the amount of time that this has taken to process, all of that information is expired, apparently. Yeah, so this is just what I hate about this is that I just feel like even if we get them, if we had, let's say, gotten them the information tomorrow, is this gonna throw me out another couple months? You know, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, we started this process in January of 2021. This is now March 2024. You know, this is ongoing. This is 3.5 years almost now that we're gonna be approaching. And it's like, I just feel like we're not seeing any end, you know? Yeah, but we have to do what we have to do. We just have to do what we have to do. So, I'll keep you guys updated. If there's one thing I can tell anybody going through the immigration process, like especially at this time, I don't know, man, just be prepared for a roller coaster. Like, you have to be mentally prepared, you have to be emotionally prepared, financially prepared. That's a huge part of it that I think, you know, some people aren't even thinking about. We went the route of like doing things ourselves to save on money because it was a must for us. And to be honest, like, I don't think that we've really had many or any missteps when it comes to like filling out the forms and all of the information that we need to submit. The timeline is beyond our control. And then something like this, like not submitting this form, it wasn't asked for. But I found an approved doctor that I can do the medical at. Just came off the phone, made my appointment for this week, Wednesday. So, because I'm trying to get this done like as soon as possible, even though they give you 3 months to get the information back to them. Yeah, and then at the end of the conversation, they were telling me how much it's gonna cost. And they just told me to be prepared to pay $1,100. Like, what? God, like, that's a whole lot of money, especially for something that I paid for when I was in Jamaica before I came here. And mind you, when I was in Jamaica, I thought that it was pricey, but this is like 2 times the amount that I paid when I was in Jamaica. That is going to like, damn, I can't even wrap my head around it just yet. But you know, the good thing is that thankfully I have it saved. Yeah, and again, like, we just have to do what we have to do, you know. $1,100 though, that's a lot to lose one time. I'm really hoping that after this is the last hurdle that we have to go through before it is that we get this green card. Honestly, I really, really hope so. So, fingers crossed for me, for us. Yeah, we'll keep you updated. I'm here at the doctor's office. Doing my most expensive checkup ever. I just ran my card and I am sick. I swear. I'm poor. Oh, yeah, so I just want to hurry up and finish. Brian is on the way to pick me up after, so I'll hit you up then. Yeah. Hey guys, ignore this right here. So I went to the barber and he accidentally cut me. Yeah, but it is what it is. Yeah, so yesterday I would have done the first part of my medical. They couldn't do everything there, so they referred me to another lab to do the blood work. I only had I needed to get an updated flu shot and then the varicella vaccine as well. I think they needed to give me an updated one, so I did that at the doctor's office that you would have seen that I was at. And then now they're sending me to a lab to do different blood tests. So I'm about to head out there now and just throw on some clothes, and Brian is gonna bring me down there so that they can stick me up and take my blood. But once it is that I'm finished with the lab, they say it takes about a week for it to reach back to the doctor's office. Then they're gonna have to sign off on a medical form, and once they do that, I'll be able to pick it back up, and then I'll send back hopefully the last thing to USCIS so that they can actually process my green card. Green card, yeah. I'm really hoping that there's no more back and forth after this, because this has felt like a ridiculously long process. And to be quite frank, we're just so done with the process now. We're over it, you know? We just want to see it through to the end, but we're almost there. At least we hope. At least we hope. So, anyhow, let's go. Hey guys. So, back with this immigration process. I would have done my medical. It has now been 2 weeks since I actually did the medical. I've been calling. I called maybe 4 times in the last week. Just to find out when I should be able to pick up the documents, because I know they got all the results from blood work and everything a week and a half ago. So I should have been able to get this form days ago, but they've been having problems getting hold of the doctor to actually sign the form. So I'm here to pick up the form today, and then I have to mail it off with a copy of the letter that USCIS sent me. So I have all of that prepared. Thankfully, the doctor's office is right beside the post office. So as soon as I get that, it's just to drop it in this, seal it, send it off. Signed, sealed, delivered. So hopefully after this, no more issues. I'm hoping that because of the length of time that this has taken, that they give me an exemption from the interview, because I really just don't want to go through another loop, you know, and then have another waiting period. I don't feel like I would have an issue with the interview. You guys have followed our relationship for so long. So all the evidence is there, you know. But yeah, let me go and get this paper, prolong my process no longer. So I'll keep you guys updated about how this goes. Guys, I just woke up to the most amazing news ever. I looked at my phone and I just saw an email from USCIS saying that they made a decision on my case. Oh, when I tell you, I jump up out of my sleep, I logged on, and I am finally seeing that I'm approved for my green card. After 2 years of just submitting these documents, after going through this process for more than 3 years, so close to 4 years now, we're finally at the stage where I have my green card. Oh, when I tell you, sigh of relief, it feels so good. Finally. Brian doesn't know yet. I haven't said anything to him. I kind of want to surprise him later when he comes. So I know that he just landed like maybe like 5 minutes ago. So I'm gonna try and see if I can figure out a way to tell him the good news when he gets in. All right, let's see what I can come up with. Can you read this for me real quick? Just one. Sorry.
Oh my god! I did what you did with the engagement thing.
You couldn't
I couldn't read it. Unless I was approved. I'm like, wait. Congratulations, baby. Oh my god. Finally.
You don't even sit down.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Needless to say, you're surprised?
I'm beyond surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Finally.
my gosh.
Finally.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it.
Okay,
Wow.
you can lock down the laptop now. Can't know we have to leave.
Wow. We did. Oh my gosh. I don't want to cry on camera.
Hello guys. So I've been checking my mail notifications, which, by the way, if you're not signed up for USPS notifications, then you should definitely do that if you're going through this process. Apparently my card is here. So I am at our mailbox now. And it's like I'm getting all of those feelings of excitement now because, you know, anything can change at any point, even after you've gotten a green card. But it's like when I had the physical card in hand, that's when I know that it's real. So I'm about to go and take it out now. So I have it in hand right here. Let me just check out. Okay, I feel something hard in there. Of course, you know, I didn't do this journey alone. So I am gonna head back to the house so that I can open it when Brian is around. Whew. Brian, come here, please. In the office.
You got it?
Yes, but I haven't like opened it yet. I just opened the envelope so we could open it together. It's already like right there. Okay, let's see what this says first. Welcome to the United States, a guide for new immigrants.
Okay.
Oh shit! Look at that!
You got it.
Oh, finally! Finally, I can even like turn it around and show.
Congratulations, baby.
Thank you. I'm a resident now.
So let's go get your passport renewed so we can start traveling.
Yeah.
Far and beyond.
Look at that. Finally in hand.
Yes. It's about time, man. Y'all took forever, but thank you for getting it done.
Okay. Hey guys.
What's up, Mass Gang?
Yeah, so by now you would have known that I am finally approved for my green card.
Yes. It's about time. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, so I mean, I know that this video has been quite a bit about me, but of course, I'm not the only one that's going through emotions or, you know, just going through the stress of the process. So I kind of wanted you to share, like, being the sponsor, being the spouse, like, what was the experience like for you?
Yeah, it was probably just as frustrating for me as it was for you. Because in the beginning, they won't allow you to work for so long. You know what I mean? So in the beginning, it was kind of tough to foot the bill for as long as I had to. Because I mean, we prepared around
A certain timeline.
Yeah, a certain timeline. But then it extended by another half a year. So come on now, like, we're trying to live here. You know, it's not like we're trying to do anything illegal. Once you got the work permit, I feel like things got better, but you still had limitations. Like, there's still certain things that you couldn't do. You know what I mean? So that was frustrating too. But now that you finally have it, I don't know. I'm still kind of in shock about it. Like, it finally came.
Yeah, like, it feels like we waited for so long that you kind of woke up the next day like, okay, nothing is different.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm still very happy. Like, I think I'll really realize it when we first take our first trip. You know?
Yeah,
like,
and come back through immigration and don't get stopped, don't have any issues.
That's when it's gonna be like, wow. It's here. Like,
yeah,
you have arrived.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, now that I have the green card, now what? What changes? That's one of the major things, is that I can travel freely in and out of the US. So before, when I would get stopped for like secondary. Yeah, so I won't have that anymore. No issues. Don't need a visa. I'm good there.
So question.
Uh-huh.
You can't get a US passport until you become a citizen.
Yeah.
So to renew your Jamaican passport, you have to go back to do that. Oh, or do you?
Well, so if anybody in the comments happens to know, please let us know if it is that you're renewing your passport in another country or in your country of birth, if it is that you do have to leave. If you happen to know any resources, please drop it in the comments below. But that is the second benefit, is that it now allows me to start the process, at least, for becoming a citizen. Because we did a marriage-based process, after 3 years, I can apply for citizenship if it is that I so please. I got 10 years on my permanent residency. So if I opt not to become a citizen, then I would still be able to stay for the 10 years and just reapply. Not reapply, but renew. So I wouldn't have to go through the process all over again.
Okay.
There are certain things that it doesn't allow me though. So one of them being not able to vote. And of course, not having a US passport also means that I can't just travel everywhere willy-nilly like everybody else. You know, I still do have certain countries, whenever it is that I enter, I would have to apply for visas to go into those. Not the US, but other countries. Yeah, but it definitely does open up a whole new realm of possibilities. We are so happy that this stress of the immigration process
is done.
Yeah, for now is done and dusted. We know that it is not an easy process, especially when it is that you opt to do it by yourself.
It's doable though.
Yeah, it is very doable.
We saved a lot of money doing it ourselves. So,
and there's a lot of great resources out there, especially here on YouTube. So I will drop the link for 1 or 2 places that I used to be able to actually file the process myself. And hopefully it is helpful to some of you guys out there. But on that note, guys, we have nothing more to say about this immigration issue. That chapter is now closed officially. Yes. And we're very happy about it. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please share the video with somebody who you think that this journey might be able to help. Please comment down below. Let us know what's the first place that we should go to.
Right.
When it is that we start traveling.
For sure.
And if you haven't already, do what?
Subscribe.
All right, guys.